We have an update. Last weekend, my husband left our 5-year-old and our 9-month-old home alone while I was gone and then refused to admit it and provide a plausible explanation. Since then, we've had many arguments about it. I've been living in a constant state of anger and frustration. I didn't want to fight about it anymore, but I couldn't help it and I kept bringing it up again and again. I also knew that demanding he tell me the truth wasn't going to get me anywhere since he'd been refusing to talk and was deflecting for days. All it was doing was making me feel enraged, and I feel like I was about to have a brain aneurysm. I told him to hand me his phone so I could check his location at the time. He refused. He said he wouldn't do it because that was a violation of his privacy. He, quote, won't be treated that way, and refuses to give in to my delusions. I told him it's simple. If he really wasn't home, just prove it. Why wouldn't he want to clear the whole thing up? I got so mad that he wouldn't turn over his phone that I told him I was going to the neighbors to get their Ring doorbell footage. At first, he was like, fine, go do it. He didn't think I actually would. He knows I don't like to air drama out to others, so he probably figured I'd just swallow all this crap he's been giving me. Luckily, I was totally being driven by anger at this point, so nothing was going to stop me from going to the neighbors. When I actually started to go to the door, he tried to stop me, and then he followed me out the door. I felt pure anger rushing through my veins. Nothing else. The neighbor, who I've probably said less than 10 words to, told me he'd send me the footage. I went home, I told my husband that the neighbor didn't have the footage from the day before anymore, and I told him I just needed to go to the store to cool off. So I put the kids in the car and went and parked somewhere while I waited for the neighbor to send me the footage. I have the neighbor's number now too, and he told me if I need any more footage, he will be happy to give it to me. She got the video. The video shows a blue car that I don't recognize show up and park in our driveway.